Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you doing today? I don't remember if I've done a reading for you before, so I like to explain real quick. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. And I try to describe the picture the best way I can. And oh, I just got a brain fart. Uh, they if they say something that you don't understand at this time, it doesn't make any sense, just keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, oh, I know what he's talking about. They tell us what we need to know, not always what we want to know. And they don't give me all the details because the details are none of my business. But they'll give me enough so you should be able to understand it. Sorry, when they get close, I start itching like I have bugs all over. I don't know why we can't stop this. I look like I got the heebie-jeebies. So this is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. Sometimes you got to think outside the box a little bit. And but it's his ball game. It's totally up to him. And I feel like he's very antsy to talk. He's very antsy. Oh, he's like very excited, very excited. Oh my gosh, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh my gosh, I love you. He's just like bubbling with it. I love you, I love you. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I get to tell you again. He's been trying to whisper that in. Oh, he's just like making me go. Brrr. He's been trying to say that in your. Right now, he's on my right side. It doesn't have to be just on the right side, but they usually come in over here, and he's in my ear going, tell her I love her, tell her I love her. So you should hear that. You may not hear the exact words. I never know how somebody else is going to receive it or hear or feel the things because it just depends on you and their energy. But you should at least be getting in one ear, not both at the same time, one ear. It could be a shriek, it could be a buzzing, it could be a muttering, or you may actually hear the words, I love you. Usually when Bob does it, which you haven't done it lately, Bob, you're in trouble. Like this ear he comes in on this side, it'll turn beet red. It'll get extremely hot. Sometimes it's been so hot it feels like it's burning off. That's just the way we feel the energy with each other. So you could feel any of that. You should feel a little puff of like he's trying to blow on your ear. He's trying to get your attention in a soft, easy way because he doesn't want to scare the hell out of you. But it would just be like right around your ear. It wouldn't be like a whole wind coming in on your side of your head. It'd be just like right here. He's saying you might feel a warmth on that side of your neck too. He just keeps saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. I miss you. I miss what we had. You were the light of my life. We can still communicate. Have you ever used a pendulum? You never? Oh, this one's a little bit out there. But there's one. Pendulums don't work for me because my guides told me that if I had started actually communicating with a pendulum that I wouldn't have gone any further. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. So have you ever used one of these? Like I said, they don't work for me. They work for everybody else. So don't if you don't know how to use one, if you don't have one, they're real cheap. You want you to get one. Go on YouTube. If you don't know how to use it, see right now it's answering something else. Oh, it only worked for me for a second. It's working right now. and then it quits. Don't go on YouTube. So go on YouTube. Yeah, see, now that's a yes for me. Go on YouTube, Google how to use one, how to cleanse one, all that stuff, and you can ask yes and no questions to him. Obviously, he thinks that's going to work for you. So there you go. You can do it yourself. It doesn't work that way all the time as far as talking to them. It'll get you answers and other things, but not always talking to them. But he says it's going to work. But it has to be yes or no questions. He says yes, he is the one that the kids have been seeing. He's actually showing himself squatting on the floor, kind of in a corner, which doesn't mean may not be exactly, that's just the way he's showing it to me right now. Doesn't mean that's exactly where he was when they saw him. And he's rolling a ball. You have a dog. He's rolling a ball, but I feel like he's rolling a ball to an animal. I can't see what it is. An old dog. Somebody have an old, this one looks like an old beagle or something. Or maybe because I just saw a picture of an old beagle. That could be influencing me. That's why I don't look at anybody's Facebook page ahead of time, because it influences what I see or feel. They've seen him in the house. And I don't know how old your kids are. At least all little kids that I know of, and animals can see them and hear them. Sorry, I've had a frog in my throat for days. Can see them and hear them. Usually when kids get to be about 9 or 10, they shut it down because they know that society out there is going to poo-poo them, and they start realizing that other people don't see them and hear them all the time, grown-ups, so they know they shouldn't. So we kind of shut it down. Nowadays, it's the kids are learning that it's okay, and they're starting to grow up with it. Keep it instead of shutting it down. So I'm trying to see what he's showing me. Know that they have communicated with him. They've talked telepathically to him, which this is how I talk to him. But you don't have to be a medium to talk to him telepathically. I've talked to somebody telepathically right in front of me, a real person. And it was so real, didn't even realize I was doing it until I saw the video, and I went, that conversation's not even in there, but I know we talked. Anyway, there's one of them. I don't know how many kids you have. I'm trying to see if it's a boy or girl. I can't tell yet because they're laying in bed. They've seen him in their dreams. At least one of them has. And this child felt very, very much at peace, knowing that he was there, not scared at all. Seeing, and I'm not sure about the hearing part, more than they have let on, because they're afraid somebody will tell them they're crazy. I'm not sure. They, at least this one, like I said, I almost feel like it's a girl, but I can't quite see. At least this one is very comfortable with it, but not quite believing it. Kind of thinking maybe they're crazy, but they still feel very, very much at peace when they know that he's there in the room while they're sleeping. Is there, so is there one that a dog lays by the bed and sleeps? It would be that one. So and it's better if you don't pump them because then that puts ideas in their head and then sometimes they feed off of that. Just pay attention to what they might be saying. That all of a sudden they pop up and say something about Papa. Just kind of pay a little more attention. If they pop up and pop up and say something about Papa out of the blue, and kind of see if their words kind of indicate that they've seen him. Might be a better way to do it. Or you might mention his name and see what they say. Show me a pair of scissors. I don't know why we're seeing scissors. They don't give me all the details because the details are none of my business. Scissors. What are we cutting? You've been doing crafts or sewing or something where you use scissors to cut. And I know it doesn't look like it's on hair. He says, I am so proud of you. So stinking proud of you, he says. You are a great mom. You are a great mom. You keep your hens like a mother hen. You keep your little chicks close. I'm asking him something. He says, sometimes you get the smell of his cologne. Could be a hair product, but he says cologne. Usually around your bathroom. But you can get that smell anywhere. You can be in the car, you can be in Walmart. Doesn't matter where you're at when you get that whiff of him. Validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, ask him to bring you more signs if you want more. He's holding up one drumstick. I don't know why he's holding up one drumstick instead of two. But he's just holding it up and he's not telling me why. So hopefully you understand what that means. There's always a reason. He says you're finding a lot of peace within yourself and strength within yourself that you did not know you had, and you're just now coming to terms with it. And part of it has been because of him leaving, that it's caused you to kind of go within yourself and to realize some things about yourself because of the great pain you had to go through with the loss of him. He says that's a good thing. Don't block that process. Let it keep going. It needs to keep going. He says, keep investing in it. What? I didn't hear the next word. But he wants you to keep working on that. Keep working on that. Don't stop and get busy with your everyday life and forget about doing that. He said it's something that needs to play out. and there will be a big release for you at the end of it. He's talking about a county fair. I don't know that anybody, of course, I don't know where you live, but I know we're not having any county fairs or anything around here. Yeah, I'm going to be nasty for a minute. We can have protests, but we can't have county fairs. So I don't know if this is a memory for him that he took you to the fair and the carnival and stuff at the fair, or if this is something that you're involved in or something you planned on going to. Maybe you can't now. I'm not sure where he's going with that. He's showing himself sitting in a recliner, and there's some kind of smoke, like cigarette smoke or something. So that, sorry, I haven't been feeling too good lately. Now I've got a frog. Um, Sitting in a recliner, some kind of smoke. So you'll get the smell of that smoke the same way. It can be in the store, anywhere at all. Or it could be just mostly around that chair. And I'm not sure who's got that chair or whose house this chair is in. But you'll get that whiff. So make sure you validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and invite him in. They've wanted me to stress this so much lately. Invite them in. Tell them they're welcome. A lot of times lately when I've been doing readings, I'll see them standing off in a corner like, I don't know whether to come forward or not because I don't want to scare them. I don't want them to think their house is haunted. Don't know if I'm welcome. So asking to, giving permission, if that's what you want. I love you. He was very proud of something that you did right after he left. And I'm feeling like it's something at the funeral. Maybe somebody in the family that you had to be nice to, or you really didn't want to, or you held everybody else up. We're going along that line somewhere. You were very strong. Something a little extra special, I think, that you did that he's very proud of. That wasn't the time to do what you really wanted to do. So there must have been somebody you really wanted to kind of gripe at, but you didn't. Kind of, I think, along that line. You're still my baby girl and always will be. Give give the smaller ones a kiss for me. Even though they see me. He doesn't feel like they feel him. He feels like they see him. Grandma. Grandma. Okay. Trying to find out if it's his grandma or his mother, your grandma. Grandma. He's talking about grandma, but I feel like it's his grandma was waiting for him when he left. And I don't know if you would have known her since it would be his grandma. She'd be much older. She was saying, come on, sonny boy, it's time for you to come with me when he left. It's time for you to come with me. Follow me. I'll take you where you need to go. And he was like following along like he was a little kid, just like, okay, okay. Feeling perfectly safe, perfectly loved, perfectly at home. But it was like he's shown himself like the way he's following her, like back when he was a little bitty kid and grandma would, be there and he, like he was a little kid following her where he's supposed to go. Okay. He's showing he's showing like standing outside of a house and it looks like it's in the country. He's out the back door. The house looks white, but I can only see a little piece of it. There's a big red barn just not too far away across the driveway. So I don't know if this was Grandma's place or if you would even know it. Um, they're only supposed to show me things that you would know or remember. I don't know why we're there. Now he's walking. There's a cornfield. There's a rope hanging down out of a tree with like a round thing, like round piece of wood at the bottom of it to sit on and spin and swing. I'm not sure whose place this is. I don't know if this is if it's a childhood memory for him. That's not what they're supposed to be doing. Telling me it has to be, and hopefully, I shouldn't be questioning him. They know better than I do. He's not saying why he's there or why he's showing this. Now he's mentioning cotton candy, but it's almost like he's back at the at a fair or something. Sorry, they make me itch. That that all right, right in my stomach area. Anything that happens to me during reading is meant for you two, but it's like all of a sudden somebody's sticking a pin in my abdomen. And it feels like it's come from the outside going in. It doesn't feel like it's like a body part hurting. So and it's doing it again. It feels like it hurts, guys. Come on. So right a little bit above my belly button to the left, it's still sticking me. It's like stick, stick, stick. So I don't know if you're having a problem in that area or or they're going to do that to you to get your attention. That's kind of a strange place to do it. Maybe you've had a problem. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. And I won't try to make anything fit. It's not supposed to fit. I love you. Keyword. He's talking about a keyword. There's a keyword he wants to say. But he's not getting it across to me. A keyword. Pumpkin, bumpkin. I don't feel like that's it, but that's what I heard. You're doing all right. You're doing all right as a mom, even when you don't think you are. You're doing all right as a person, even though you don't think you are. Even when you don't think you are. Oh, now the end of my nose is tickling incessively. And that's not normal itching that they make me do. So the end of your nose just feels like bug crawling right there, like crazy. And I asked them for unique signs instead of the feathers and the coins and stuff. Something unique that will only apply to you and him. Something about somebody's teeth. He's not talking about mine. I've had enough problems. Somebody's teeth. I don't know. Somebody's having a tooth problem. Somebody's going to the dentist. He's not gonna clarify it. He says, know that you are divinely protected. He didn't go any further with that either. It's his show. I totally let him do. He knows best. Yep. Now he's not talking. Where'd he go? He's saying, please be careful out there. And he's showing me people with a mask on. So he's talking about what's going on right now with the COVID. Please be careful out there. Wash your hands. I don't feel like it's a warning. I feel like he's just a little worried about what's going on. He's not going to go beyond that. So that's what he's worried about. Just please be careful. And like I said, I don't feel like it's a warning, like something bad's coming. Okay, he's showing me a birthday cake with one candle in it, which doesn't mean that that person's just 1 year old. Could be just to show me that it's a birthday coming or going. I can't tell. I can't tell somebody real significant or maybe himself just had a birthday or just getting ready to have a birthday. He's acknowledging that. He's not telling me which way. I can't twist their arm. I love you. Deeper than the ocean, higher than the sky. I love you. I know you haven't forgotten me. I want you to know that I'm still there for you. So watch for those signs. He's going to let you know. Please be careful. And he's back to talking about the COVID. Now he's not saying that you're going to get it. Not at all. He's kind of angry about the whole thing, the way it's all come down. Well, aren't we all? People need to get their shit together. Even the spirits have an opinion about it. Okay, he's leaving. I love you. And he's just kind of matter of fact about it now. No, he wants you to have, don't be mad at me for leaving. I do love you. Don't be mad at me. Okay, with that, he's leaving. Much love to you, my dear. I guess that's all I need to say. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.